The conditions up here at Bozeman Pass are lots of snow, and the road conditions are not much better. As we look at the cars going by on I-90, they're actually doing okay, about 40 to 45 miles an hour.
Thousands of miles. We're talking about 4,000 miles all the way out to the Philippines. That's where that moisture is coming from. So it's taken a long trek. It has to pack its suitcase for quite a while to get all the way out to the Pacific Northwest. But it made it, and it made it in full force, especially across. Well, we had a very windy start to the work week and all sorts of damage as a result as well. Recapping exactly how strong the wind gusts were, here's a look at by the numbers, anywhere from the... Well, the snow has fallen in southwest Montana, and this is the biggest snowstorm of the season so far, with close to a foot of snow in and around the Bozeman area. Snowing, we've had quite a bit of a winter start for southwest Montana, but we're going to even have a more brutal one on its way in the next little bit, and it's in the form of Arctic cold. Onshore, eastern Oregon and Washington by tomorrow morning, beginning to see the heavier precipitation. Then we start seeing the steadier stuff move in late tomorrow, maybe even a rumble of thunder as well. So an unsettled... What a difference 24 hours makes here in southwest Montana. We go from 80s to 30s, almost a 50-degree temperature drop in just a 24-hour period. I'm standing out along the interstate just outside of Livingston, trying not to blow away in these strong winds across much of the area. We've seen anywhere from 20 to 40, 50-mile-an-hour winds already just in the 5 minutes we've been here. And as you can see, the roadways are just a little bit wet, but the cloud cover is very thick out there, and it looks like that trend is going to continue for the next several days as we go to see things mix up a little bit, and as we do, we have that chance for some showers to move on through. I just mentioned that we did need that moisture, and here's the reason why.
Your accurate forecast from Adam Bell starts now with Storm Tracker weather on Montana's news station.
Getting a little bit of a vacation, you get me for your Friday afternoon / evening, and we do have some water issues to deal with in the short term. We actually have a couple of flood advisories for Broadwater County, which includes Deep Creek, where earlier today the Broadwater County Sheriff reported the water getting near its banks and getting over at spots. So brace yourself for that. That's going to last through 12:45 tomorrow. And then the Gallatin River in Gallatin County also getting up there as well. So it's a little bit of a concern that there may be some low-lying flooding possible as we continue to see a little bit of that snow melt begin to start moving down into the rivers. Now further to the east, as you go over Bozeman Pass into Park County, there is also a flood watch for Park County for the Shields River, where the potential is there for it to get near flood stage by as early as tomorrow morning. So all this moisture that we've been seeing is starting to bring those river levels back up, but once again, not nearly as high as they were last year. So we're still looking at lower than normal stream flows anticipated for June and July. But it's better, at least the forecast now is better than it was as we headed earlier in the spring, where it looks a little more dreary now with all that moisture. And there all that moisture still is on the satellite radar composite. We're going to continue to stay on the wet side in the short term. So we still have a couple more showers to deal with, maybe even a rumble of thunder early on tonight. But then as we move further into the evening hours, we're looking at better conditions. 50s, 60s, and even some 70s out into eastern Montana right now. So we're still dealing with some fairly mild conditions out there. In fact, cloudy and breezy conditions at Gallatin Field right at 60 degrees, 0.08 of an inch of precipitation, but look at the wind, northwest 23 gusting to 32, so very strong winds, which is indicative of maybe even a thunderstorm in the vicinity, bringing up those gusts. Let's go live outside with our First Interstate Bank iCam over in the Bozeman area, and there you can see some of those threatening clouds. Once again, maybe an early rumble of thunder, some scattered showers possible through about 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. Then we begin to dry out. The clouds hang tough a little longer, but really not too bad overall. Over in the mining city, we're also looking at breezy conditions with a northwest, actually that's downtown Bozeman, northwesterly wind at 17 miles per hour, mid-50s, but almost a quarter of an inch of precipitation. 1300s over in the mining city, 51 degrees though, so much cooler over there with those mostly cloudy skies. So everyone's still reporting still mostly cloudy conditions out there, some scattered showers. I just talked to Ed over in Ennis, said the skies looked a little threatening, maybe even starting to dump fairly soon. So brace yourself. If you have any plans tonight, early on, the umbrella will most likely come in handy as we look at some scattered showers to continue in the short term, but improving conditions as we head into your Saturday afternoon. So we're still looking at that strong westerly flow. As you can see, the clouds just going right across most of the western United States, right across our area, and most of the scattered showers are on the northwest side of this low pressure system, so it's not too surprising to see that. But as we look at the big picture across the country, fairly quiet conditions, really not much going on for the southern half of the United States as the jet stream continues to bring everything over the northern United States, even up into Canada and northeastern U.S., but we're still looking at a line of storms backing up all the way up toward Hawaii, known as the Pineapple Express, bringing plenty of moisture on a trip all the way up toward us here in southwest Montana, but we will see some breaks occasionally. So it's not going to be all wet all the time, but we are going to be dodging plenty of showers like what we're seeing right now. But there will be a break tomorrow into tomorrow afternoon. More showers for your Sunday, and then just off and on showers continuing all the way through the 7-day forecast. Your state forecast for tonight looking like this. Mostly cloudy skies, scattered showers for eastern Montana, 40s for the most part for those overnight lows. 60s and 70s across most of the state tomorrow. Cloudy skies for the most part, maybe some early showers for western Montana, eastern Montana, seeing a better chance for those showers. And as we get a little closer to your home, we're looking a little more like cloudy skies for the evening hours. Wisdom, you might want to take that jacket tonight, 34 degrees for the overnight low. Tomorrow, early on showers possible, afternoon sunshine. I think you can actually wear the sunglasses and actually have a purpose to wear them with that sunshine out tomorrow afternoon. The Gallatin Valley also dodging some showers early on tonight. That rumble of thunder still possible. Showers possible early tomorrow, but we're still hitting 70 degrees in the Bozeman area. And then we move on into the next 7 days, and as promised, we're looking at unsettled, scattered showers going to continue. We still stay right around 60 to 65 degrees for our highs the next several days, so fairly wet, but not going to rain all the time. And as we look at the 7-day in Bozeman, look at the 76s by Tuesday and Wednesday, so maybe an isolated 80 degree, but then it cools back down toward late next week. So we're still looking at the off and on showers, not wet all the time, but the moisture is going to help hopefully bring that stream flow up.
Excellent. Don't care. I am planting this weekend.
Go for it.
Some stuff. All right.
I think tomorrow will be good for you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Adam.
The last several days of winter weather awareness has been talking about the dangers of the winter weather and preparing for what could be a hazardous winter season. Now we're going to talk about what happens if you're caught by surprise, as Mother Nature works in Montana. Many times these storms come out of nowhere. If you're outside, the first thing you want to do is seek shelter. If you can't find shelter, build a lean-to, windbreak or snow cave for protection from the wind. Build a fire for heat and to attract attention, and place rocks around the fire to absorb and reflect that heat. You also want to stay hydrated. Melt the snow for drinking water and avoid eating the snow. Eating snow will lower your body temperature. If Mother Nature happens to catch you while you're traveling or you get stuck in a snowstorm, the best thing you can do while in a car is stay in the car. You will quickly become disoriented in wind-driven snow and cold if you do get out. You want to run the motor about 10 minutes each hour for heat. Open a window a little for some fresh air to avoid carbon monoxide poisoning. You also want to make yourself visible to the rescuers. Turn on the dome light at night when you're running the engine. You want to tie a colored cloth, preferably red, to your antenna or door, and after the snow stops falling, raise your hood to indicate you need help. Another important tip while you're in your vehicle, get some exercise from time to time. Move your arms, legs, fingers, and toes vigorously to keep blood circulating and to keep yourself warm. If the storm strikes and you happen to be stuck at work or at home, the best thing you can do is stay inside. Don't venture out in the storm unless absolutely necessary. When using an alternate heat source from a fireplace, wood stove, or space heater, use fire safeguards and properly ventilate. Close off any unneeded rooms. Cover the windows at night and eat and drink plenty. The food provides the body with energy for producing its own heat, and keep the body replenished with fluids to prevent dehydration. All of these resources can also be found right on our websites at KBZK and KXLF.com. Let's hope that Mother Nature doesn't catch you by surprise, but if it does, at least this time, you'll be prepared. Near Bear Canyon, for Montana's News Station, I'm Adam